Okay, so I've finished painting the side stones of the brooch. Now we're going to use gold to highlight the other remaining parts of the brooch. So very little vanilla, clear vanilla extract. Grab gold luster dust, and I gotta buy some more highlighter dust and mix it. Don't let it get pasty, just enough for the highlighter dust to be uniformly diluted. There you go. Alright, it's better for you to wear gloves as you do this because it tends to get everywhere. I'm gonna do a test. Let me see if we can zoom in. Alright. Alright, now it looks good. So when you dab it and it holds, that's a good sign. So again, the idea is not to actually brush the entire surface with it, but to kind of overcharge your brush with a solution and dab it until it reaches the end, and do not over dab so that it doesn't spill, so to the side decoration. So we're going to do this and do gold on all the sides. And as the vanilla evaporates, you're going to notice that the detail, like the ridges here in the middle, are also going to be more pronounced. So when you're making your molds, I suggest that you make a couple, so that and then dry it overnight. So if you make a mistake, you could always just get a new one and start over. Alright, so let me complete this. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna do another brooch to show you an experiment. But let me finish this one, and I'll show you the finished product in a little bit. Alright, so here I have already done all the dots and all the lines. And don't touch it. When you're done painting, just leave it until it dries, because when you touch it prematurely, it will stick to your hand and you got to do the detail all over again. So when you're done with your first coat, kind of inspect if there are some parts where the white still shows, and just overcharge your brush again and just go back with a little tap and a little dab. Alright, so here's another example of the reverse of that one, where the gold is silver and the silver is gold. You get the idea. Alright, and this just shows you that it's much better to spend a little time and use the details to your advantage and make the mold pop, instead of just drowning it all with just one color. Alright, so let's move on to the next experiment. This is actually the first time I'm going to do it, and we're going to see if it works. We're going to find out together with me. So what if you want like a jeweled mold such as this, and you want it in pink? And by experience, I already know that if we paint the pink on it, it's not going to come out just as nice. So how about we start with pink and then use pink luster dust on it to enhance the jeweled parts, and then we come back with a metallic color for the edges. Oh, right here goes nothing. Ooh, it's actually looking good. Alright, again, this brooch has dried for many hours. I dried it overnight, and I'm using pink luster dust from Wilton, and you can get that in any Michaels or Joann's here in the US, or AC Moore. Alright, so go over the whole thing. Oh, it looks really nice. Alright, again, this beats painting on the pink luster dust on it. It looks really nice. Alright, it looks nice as it is, but I bet you it would look a lot better when you go back and paint the details on the ridges. There are some spaces for you to paint here, here, and here. So since we just finished with the gold, let's try that. If you have a finer brush, use it, because I don't right now. So this is what we got. And let's see if we can zoom in. Alright, as far as it hi, come here. Alright. Sometimes when I paint on brooches, I actually put them on parchment squares. So it's easier to just roll it around. Alright, so I'm going to do this on all the parts that have ridges. And then we're going to come back later and see the result. Okay, so let me go and paint all over it. Now this time you don't need to overcharge your brush. Just lightly and very patiently go over these small stuff. Alright, so we're at the final phase here at the painting of the sides of the pink brooch. So I'm trying to see if I can pick it up. So you're seeing it's very, very faint actually, the detail on the sides, but to me it makes a difference compared to just drowning the whole thing with one color. Alright, so there you go, a painted brooch. Thanks. So there you have it. That's how to use and paint on your molds made from these silicone brooch molds. You can purchase the molds that I make on my Etsy shop, www.etsy.com/shop/waybeyondcakes. Alright, I'll post a link here as well, but I hope you guys learned a little bit and enjoyed it. Thank you to everybody who has supported my shop. I hope you guys have a great day. Take care. Bye.